Alright, we're going to rake these carpets. We just did a post vacuum. We cleaned them yesterday, post vacuum today, and we're going to go ahead and rake them back up again. And hopefully this will show up here with the lighting we've got. It'll show up. These are some old carpets. They're I had to set the vacuum down low just to hit the brush bar on them. And believe me, I didn't put it down too low. I had to put it down to get any drag at all. These are low. They're old. They'll work though, but they're old and worn. So, but somebody will live on them for another 4 or 5 years, and they'll be fine. We've cleaned these carpets several times. It's not the first time. Yeah, when the carpets are dry, we're just raking them to kind of get rid of our footprints and everything. Just for the appearance. Yeah, it's not as big a deal as raking them when they're still damp because, oh, I'm sorry, they're fully dry, and there's only so much you can do with them now. And the honest truth is, once carpets are fully dry, it's kind of hard to rake them most of the time and get everything. If you didn't rake them when they were damp, it's really hard to rake them when they fully dry because the nap's kind of adjusted to it's taken a set and a pattern. And if you didn't do it while it was still damp, it's doing okay. If you waited till it's fully dry, then you have a lot. It's not going to be as easy to make the. It is taking out the vacuuming lines. Yeah, because those are fresh. One of the reasons we post vacuum is not because we think we're going to have dirt in the carpet. We did it because these carpets are pretty old and they need every little bit of help they can get to fluff them up. Now another thing you can use to fluff up carpets like this, if you have an Orc Orbiter, let me sneak by you here. If you have an Orc Orbiter and you have the carpet brush, the black brush, it does a really good job on carpets like this, just fluffing them back up again. We just didn't feel like dragging that up here. No, we got some videos on it if you want to see. Yeah. They're in our channel with the Orc Orbiter stuff someplace. We don't do that anymore, but we used to. We tried it a few times. One of the reasons we didn't is because the carpets are going to have dust in them after even one day of sitting, and when you use the Orc Orbiter with a brush, you stir up a lot of dust, and you get all that dust just flying around the house. It just gets your machine dirty, though. Yeah, and it's going to end up with a bunch of dust on top of your machine or a lot of dirt. Well, you have to go home and clean the machine, and we don't want to mess with that. Not just to do this. The rake is like real quick and easy. And yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. But generally you may do them to try it out, and it works pretty good, but you don't generally do it because it's not as easy as something else you do. It's time consuming. Yeah, because if we went up here and did all that, we'd still have to rake these carpets to get all the machine prints out and everything. Let's see, I think I'll go around and see if I can get a better angle. These carpets are so old it's kind of hard to see the nap being adjusted. It is, but I don't know. Well, actually the camera usually picks up stuff better than we think it's going to. And here the blinds are up and it's going to kind of blow out the image a little bit. Step across here without stepping on something over here. Now we could have just left the carpets the way they were. We didn't have to post vacuum and we didn't have to end up re-raking, but we kind of thought these carpets could just use a little bit more help to make them look nice. And even this didn't really do all that much for them, to be honest. Well, they're old. It helps a little bit. But whoever moves in here, we don't know if they're going to take care of the place. They may never vacuum it the whole time they live here, so yeah, you never know. We figured we'd give one little chance to feel decent. It's easy to get done. You got to be careful you don't decide, because everybody, it seems like 90% of the people that move into apartments like these, they end up not taking care of their carpets and tearing the place up, and it's kind of disheartening to have to, come into a carpet and it's like, well, during the 6 or 7, 8, 10 months that they lived here, they didn't vacuum one single time, and they just tore everything up, and now you got to clean it again. But as disheartening as it is, that's how you make a living. So. Well, we know these people will start off with a fresh, clean carpet. When they run their vacuum cleaner, they're not going to pick up no. What's embarrassing as a carpet cleaner is
when someone calls you up and says, hey, I just vacuumed my carpet, you cleaned the place a week ago and I got a ton of dirt in the vacuum. That makes you feel stupid, so.
There's the Grandi Groom in all its glory. I'll put a link for these. And these are great. I know I say this a lot in most of the videos. These aren't just for carpet cleaners, and they're not just for when you finish cleaning a carpet. You can use these in your house all the time to help maintain your carpets. And you want to use these on your traffic areas and stuff too, because it makes your carpet last longer if you keep the carpet from being matted down. Because when you mat it down and keep walking on it, you'll slowly but surely ruin your carpets. And carpets are expensive, so tools like this help you take care of them and protect your investment. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. And there's another video up showing post-vacuuming with the Sanitaire. It's the SC899, which is a pretty big commercial vacuum. And then there's also videos that are up showing the cleaning of this carpet and the original vacuum. So you might look on the channel for those. They'll all be close together. Anyway, that's all for this time. Thanks for watching.